We're on the road with Mickey, we're gonna have some fun. Regardless of the rain or sun, our trip has just begun. So buckle up, let's go, we're about to start the show. And maybe if you like us, you'll see where else we'll go.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike. She's Sophie.
And she's Brenda.
Hi, everyone.
And he's Grogu, rocking the look as always. I've never seen a more stylish Grogu than Grogu.
That's
Aw,
right.
he appreciates the compliment, Daddy.
And we are on the road with Mickey. This is episode 161 for March 6, 2023. And this week we are talking about our best dinner entree at any restaurant. This is continuation, as you all know, breakfast, lunch, and then dinner. And next week, Sophie, what are we talking about?
Dessert, of course.
Yes, sir.
Yum.
Unfortunately, Sophie was shot down about talking about desserts first, but she's going to have a really good one to talk about next week, won't you?
Yay.
Yep.
So, but before we get started on that, we have some cheddar from the big cheese, and I'm going to start us off with
All
some
right.
refurbishment news about Cali River Rapids. Cali River Rapids has been closed for refurbishment. They closed sometime in January, and it was supposed to be closed through March 17th, but it reopened almost 3 weeks early. Now,
Fab.
I understand this is not unusual because if it's warmer, then they'll reopen it, and the refurbishment usually doesn't take that long. But it's never been like this far in advance. So
Awesome.
so that's kind of
Yeah.
cool. That's kind of exciting that it was able to open that much earlier.
Great job. I bet people were so thrilled when they got there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right, then. Well, it's my turn now. And
Yay.
of course, I'm talking about Disney Plus and movies and shows because that's kind of my thing, just saying. And speaking of that, I have to ask you guys, have you seen episode 1 of the new Mandalorian season yet? I have a confession. I've not had the time to sit down and watch it. But I'm so excited that it's back, finally. And
Mm-hmm.
Grogu will not stop talking about it.
He's like, ow, don't hurt me.
Well, if he just, stopped asking, then maybe I would sit down and watch it with him.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah,
Tough
he's been
love.
really
Tough love.
adamant about it. So, without giving any spoilers, even though I will forget said spoilers in the next 5 minutes, I need you guys to tell me what you thought about it.
yeah. And not only that, you know what I heard? Not
What?
only is season 3 already out and going, but they have already written the script for season 4.
Fabulous.
So maybe we'll get 2 releases in 1 year.
That would be good.
Oh, that would be so cool, wouldn't it,
That would be
Sophie?
awesome.
Yeah, it would be.
All
Well,
right. Well, we'll see.
well, I got news about Animal Kingdom Park, and really, it's really not news, but there's been some discussion that came out of D23 about Dinoland being changed into either a Moana themed area or perhaps something from Zootopia. What do you
Hmm.
think? Do you see either of those happening? Let us know in the comments. And what about you guys, Mike and Sophie?
I see it happening. I think I see Zootopia being the theme of it just because it's Animal Kingdom. And also, we have a Moana thing happening over in Epcot right now.
Yeah,
Right, right.
I agree. And that's kind of what I was thinking. Um, when I saw that, I was like, huh. And there was a lot of really detailed concept art. And some of what they had was Moana themed rides and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So, but
Well,
I
they're not
agree.
having any rides over at Epcot that are Moana.
Right. You
Mhm.
only have the way of not the way of water. That's Avatar.
No, it is the way of water.
It is the
It's
way of water.
Moana, the way of water.
Okay. Well,
But they
they got
usually don't
that they're
cross-pollinate things among the parks, do they?
right. Yeah, I
No, they
wouldn't think
don't.
so.
No, I
So
wouldn't either.
So I think Zootopia makes the better sense also. But of course, many moons ago, we talked about what we would do. And I had what I thought was the best idea of making Dino Land into a whole area about up.
Yeah,
Remember that,
that would be
Sophie?
Yeah, I
nice.
it would be
And
nice, but they went and made the entire park sort of an up adventure with the Wilderness
Yeah,
with
Explorer
Russell, yeah,
outposts.
yeah,
that's true.
that's true. But anyway, they don't ask my opinion very often. So
Mhm.
maybe
Hmm.
I'll talk to them if I see them in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That might be
Have a
worth
chat.
have a chat. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
anyway,
good
that
idea.
that wraps up our cheddar from the big cheese, and it is now time for our feature topic. We are looking at the best dinner entree at any restaurant. And Brenda, it's your turn to start first.
Well, this will likely not be a surprise to anybody who knows me at all, but our family's favorite dinner at Disney has always been, well, not has always been, but has been for a long, long, long time, Ohana. And Ohana dinner specifically is my favorite entree. But since
Hmm.
Ohana dinner specifically is not a buffet, but it is an all you care to eat, so they keep bringing things, which to me is like a buffet where you don't get up, they come to you. And
Hmm.
since we had a rule about one entree, I did try to pick one item from the smorgasbord of all the, grilled steak and grilled chicken and grilled shrimp, which I can't eat anyway, and the noodles and all that. So I did try to come up with one thing on the all you care to eat dinner, and I came up with the thing that I always get more of. So, and that is the pork dumplings tossed in garlic chili sauce. I love those darn pork dumplings over there at Ohana. They're so good. I mean, the steak's great, the chicken's great, the noodles are fantastic. But I didn't want to pick
Noodles.
noodles for my favorite entree. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I picked the pork dumplings.
And you know what? I see down the road, ladies, I
Hmm.
see an all out best appetizer show.
Nice.
And I don't know. I mean, I don't want to overdo it with food, but some of the appetizers are really darn good, and it's
I know.
hard to choose
I
one.
know. I
So,
know.
but the
Well,
pork
and the
dumplings,
pork dumplings are kind of like an appetizer, but they're not really to me because,
because
you
you'll
know,
chow down on 30 of them, maybe not
yeah,
that many.
yeah, because I
Yeah.
can't have the shrimp. Yeah, and I just eat more of the stuff I love. So
But
Mhm.
those noodles, oh my gosh, those noodles are
those
so good.
noodles are so good. Goodness, I have a recipe in there for those in my Disney cookbook, but I
Oh,
never made them. Never
Hmm.
tried it.
has Johnny's your chef, right?
Joshua. Joshua is my
Joshua.
chef.
Ah.
He
Has
has
he ever
not
made them
made
for
the
them?
noodles. No, but I may get him to do that soon actually because we grill
Yeah.
a lot in the summertime and it's, 82 degrees here. So basically February summertime here. So I could probably have him make those with some grilled steak or something.
Oh yeah.
Ooh la la.
Just let us know what time we got to be there.
That's right.
You
Wish I
know,
could ship it to you.
when Sophie is in Orlando, Cindy and I are going to Alabama. We're almost there.
I
Yeah.
know. Oh,
Just
You're
it's.
another
almost
what,
there.
10 hours or so?
Yeah.
I'm not done with my cosplay building yet.
You
Don't scare me like that, Daddy.
got plenty of time, honey.
Hmm.
You'll be fine.
For those of you who don't know, I'm going to MegaCon Orlando at the end of March, and this guy, who is in the bottom panel for me, he's below my Aunt Brenda. He is my father. He has been really stressing me out about this.
How?
Everything has been stressing me out about this.
I haven't been stressing you out one bit.
Yes, you have. Anyway, back to Disney. Take me back to my happy place.
Yes.
Okay. So Brenda's selection is the pork dumplings at Ohana.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to pick one thing off of the all you care to enjoy dinner. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it is my turn now,
Uh-oh.
and I am taking
Popcorn and Diet
us.
Coke. No?
No, that's a snack.
No.
Favorite
Okay.
snack.
Okay.
I am taking us to Epcot, where there
Good
are
place to go.
8,000 restaurants
Exactly.
to choose from.
But I think I know which one you're choosing.
Which one?
Garden Grill.
No, I'm not.
Beer garden?
Perfect.
Are you choosing beer garden?
I am not choosing Beer Garden either.
Oh my gosh, we're both wrong. I wonder what you're choosing.
Well, I definitely know he's not choosing the one in the Mexico Pavilion.
That is correct. I'm not. Where am I in my background picture?
You're choosing
are?
Akershus.
I am in Norway, and I am
Oh.
choosing Akershus.
Ah.
And I'm choosing that because they have the absolute best dish, in my opinion, in all of Disney.
Do tell.
It is the traditional kachkaki, which I'm saying it wrong, but it's the Norwegian meatballs. It's the meatballs with gravy, comes with mashed potatoes, comes with lingonberry sauce, like a cranberry sauce, and it comes with fancy green beans, I think is how it came before. But I am telling you, that is absolutely like my hands down. We went to Akershus for Thanksgiving dinner and with Randy and Sheila and Jagan. And they and Cindy and Sophie all ordered Thanksgiving dinner, and I ordered the meatballs because they are that good. Even though it was
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Day, I still ordered the meatballs because they are that good. And the other thing
Yeah.
I like um, about Akershus is that the appetizer cold bar with all the meats and cheeses and stuff like that, and the
Yeah.
breads. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, so good, so good.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's definitely a belly filler when you go to Akershus. But I
Yep.
love those meatballs. Absolutely love them. They are so good, and the whole thing combines to make it just a really great experience. So Norway is, and we haven't been there in so long. God,
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
we
they were
need to
closed
get
for
back.
so long. Golly.
Yeah.
They were.
Goodness.
So I think
Glad
when
they're
we ate
reopened
there
though.
for Thanksgiving, which was what, Sophie, 2017 maybe? I
Yep.
think that was the last time we ate there.
That was the last time we ate there.
We
So,
always went for breakfast, and now, they're only open for dinner. So we
right.
always went for breakfast with the princesses, and yeah, they still had that cold bar though with all the cheeses and everything. So good, so good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
missed
anyway,
that
so
one. That sounds really good,
that's what
Mike.
I'm jonesing for right now, I'll tell you.
Sounds good.
So
All right. Well, I
So
guess
what
that
about
means
Miss
it's my
Sophie?
turn.
it is
Yeah.
your turn.
And I think we already know what I'm choosing based on me trying to guess my dad's choice and being happy that it was not a specific restaurant. And said restaurant that I chose is the Garden Grill.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Garden Grill. Much like Ohana, it is an all you care to eat family style dinner. They
Mm-hmm.
will bring you everything on the menu, literally. And like Aunt Brenda, I had to choose one thing specifically from the dinner to be my favorite entree. And this is actually from the last time we ate at the Garden Grill. And maybe hunger was the best seasoning because I had not eaten anything at all that day.
Can I guess?
What is it, Daddy? I'll let you guess.
Macaroni and cheese.
No, actually.
I knew it wasn't.
Oh.
What?
I was
Why
just
did
going
you?
there because macaroni and cheese is a side dish.
Although I
There
will
you go.
digress for a minute and say that macaroni and cheese with goldfish in it, which is something they do at the Garden Grill, is genius. It is absolutely genius. Whoever came up with that idea needs a raise, and I mean a big raise.
Big raise.
Mm.
All
Hope you're
right.
listening,
All
Disney.
right. Well, anyway, oh, they were listening, obviously, because they did it. But anyway, back to the main topic, which is entrees, not side dishes. My favorite entree there was actually the chimichurri steak strips that they served with that. It was either, that was the choice of meat, either the steak or the chicken, and the chicken was good, but the flavor was not what I was expecting it to be. Meanwhile, the steak strips were literally perfect. They were medium or medium rare, one of the two, and I love my steak that way. I can't stand for it to not have the pink in it. It needs to be juicy, and that's what the pink does. So literally, I think that I've piled up my plate pretty full at least
Mm-hmm.
twice, and somehow the chimichurri steak managed to take up most of the
Most of
plate the
her
second
plate.
time around.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
she
was
That's
did
that
good.
like
or
that.
mac and cheese or the green beans, which were also very good. But
Yeah.
we're talking
Mm-hmm.
about entrees, not side dishes.
Yeah,
I
and that
I
sounds like a
agree.
great one too.
And that was a really good meal. And you're right. Part of it was that we had been going all day and had hardly anything to eat.
Yeah, I
And
think
so we were starving and
we
we
were
got our money's
starving.
worth for
We
sure.
did.
Yeah, good place to go when you're starving.
And then
But
of course there was the dessert, but I'll save that for next week.
okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
um but of course we also had that chicken was good with the barbecue. It was a barbecue chicken and
Yeah,
it
and I
was really good.
actually it was really good, and I don't think it was the flavor that, thinking more about it now, it wasn't the flavor that had me off put from it. It was the bones. The bones, it was really, really soft. The chicken was, at least it was cooked really well, but it just made it so hard to differentiate what was bone and what was
Gotcha.
meat. So whenever I took a bite, ow.
Ooh.
I like the chimichurri steak, but I don't like the chimichurri sauce as much. So I kind of scrape most of mine off.
Oh, I did too. But steak is steak.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Yum.
always a good time to eat at the Garden Grill. That is for sure. And I,
Yeah.
you know, I like it a lot, but I chose differently because of it being a all you can eat, a family style.
I don't like
So,
that rule.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of it.
Well,
so
we chose something, so we're cool. We're
yeah,
good.
we're good,
We're
Sophie.
golden.
I
We're
know, but
golden.
I
We're
could talk
butter.
about everything we
Oh,
ate at the
butter on
Garden Grill,
bread, so good.
especially the Garden Grill bread rolls.
Yeah,
I
Carol
could
butter.
talk for hours about the Garden Grill. I really could.
yeah.
It's really good.
And I finally found the hidden Mickey in the restaurant.
I had to ask and it be pointed out to me. I searched and searched and searched and searched.
Oh
Isn't it
yes,
I
it
in
had
the
to
Rachel
be.
said, I
jungle
need you to
painting
show
the
me.
mural?
Yes, it's in the
Yes.
mural at the
Okay.
very end, and I had to have it pointed out to me too, but now that I've seen it, I cannot unsee it.
Yeah.
There you
But
go.
it took, I mean, I just was studying that thing forever and I could not see it. You're going to have to ask people. Unless you found it on your own. If you found it on your own and when you were at the Garden Grill, I want you to
Kudos.
write in and let us know because
Ooh.
that is just
Yeah.
amazing.
And well done.
Yes.
Well
Yeah.
done. You know, but I'm not looking for the hidden Mickey in that because my favorite scene is the farm scene.
Oh,
So
yes.
while the other ones are going, I like the desert with the bison.
Yeah.
Um, but while those are going, I'm like, are we almost there yet? Are we on the? Come on, can you speed this up a little bit? I want to see. I
Make
want to
it a
see the farm.
merry-go-round,
I
people.
want to see the dog that reminds me of Walt's dog, and I want to
Oh,
see, you know,
Yeah.
and on
I
and on
want
and
to
on.
see the little office and the farmhouse.
Yeah, exactly. I
And
want
I
to
want to
see
see
all that,
Mickey coming this way because I know he's coming eventually.
and I want to imagine myself working in that house.
And Chip and Dale are coming. Oh, you do? Well, now.
That would be so
Mm-mm.
cool. So
No
cool.
It
air
would be
conditioning
very
is
cool.
not my idea of any fun.
Well, sure, but the idea of having something like that would be neat to me.
Hmm. And there are easy ways to make a little portable AC unit.
Yeah,
That's true, actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Literally,
very
all you
true.
have to do is have a cup of ice, and whenever you get too hot, just blow into it, and cool air comes back out at you.
Brendan would be like, Sophie, it stops when I put it down.
Oh, yeah.
It gets really hot here in South Texas, I can tell you.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
no
And
doubt
the
on that.
humidity kills it. Humidity's 100%,
Oh,
like
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
fair.
yeah. Anyway,
But back to food,
back
those were
to
Back
all
to
great
reality here.
choices.
food.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was a quick little feature topic, wasn't it?
Want to keep talking?
Yeah.
I have honorable mentions. Do you?
Well, yeah. Go for your honorable mentions.
All right, then. Honorable mention numero uno, mac and cheese.
From which restaurant?
Not from Garden Grill, from 50's Prime Time.
There you go. I thought you were gonna go with that one.
Yes, let's keep talking about food. Come on. List off your honorable mentions, guys.
Well, if I had to choose one, I would. I like mine to have a memory attached. So, um, I would go back to 2001.
Do you remember that far?
Yes, I do, because mommy and I were pregnant with you,
Mm.
and we had a long weekend in January, and we went to Disney World, and at um we ate at Liberty Tree Tavern when it
Mm.
had characters, and Minnie came to the table, and I had pictures of me with Minnie and mommy with Minnie, and that was a lot of fun. And the food there, it's all, you know, it's Thanksgiving, and it's roast beef and everything like that, and it's so good. It is
So
so
what's your
good.
favorite entree off of that meal? Out of that meal?
I think it's the Thanksgiving, the turkey, and
The
all
turkey.
the sides that go with it, because you can't just have turkey; you have to have everything with it. So, but for me,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving at the Liberty Tree is pretty good too. So,
Yep.
what about you, Brenda? You got an honorable mention somewhere you can dig up?
If I had to have an honorable mention, it would be Quattro Formaggi at Vienna Poli.
Mm.
I love their Quattro Formaggi pizza.
Okay.
So good.
Okay. Good. How
A
do you
very
say?
good
How do you
one.
spell that?
Quattroformaggi. It means four cheeses. That's what it
It's
means.
four cheese pizza. Okay.
Oh.
It is four cheese pizza.
Okay.
Quattro is four. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Fromage. Okay. Well, good. I have to get
There you
that down.
go.
There you
You
go.
got to have all four cheeses. That's what makes it so good.
Hmm.
All right, then. Well, honorable mentions. I believe that's everything.
I think we've covered it.
All
I
Yeah.
right.
think we have. So these are fun because um, if you are getting ready to plan your dining, then pull up all of them, kind
Yep.
of get your ideas flowing of what you might want to eat, and listen to what
Mm-hmm.
we liked, and then use that to springboard over to the website to view the menus and see if you come up with some things. So it's a good sounding board to just go and start planning what you might want to eat at and where you might want to eat and what you might want to eat. So
That's right.
Absolutely, because there are so many
that's the whole beauty of
restaurants.
these. So
There
Yeah.
are
next
so
week
many restaurants.
there are so many, and next week
Yes.
will be really hard for everyone except Brenda
That's
be-
right.
because we already know what her favorite dessert is.
I
I
can
mean,
tell
I
you
don't
it's
even have
some
to be
sort
here
of
for it.
I can tell you it is some sort of carbohydrate based pudding.
Oprah must love it, right?
yeah.
Definitely might have a little bit of solid fats melted in there.
Might have some solid fats melted in. Yeah. Might
Yep.
have
Yeah,
some
man.
sweet sticky things in there.
Oh yeah,
Maybe even
yeah.
a couple raisins.
Raisins.
You know, some
Yeah.
fruits. That's what makes it healthy.
And it was named
Yes,
after somebody's family member.
Yeah.
that's right.
Oh
But
gosh,
Right,
we're
Hannah?
gonna
Do
Brenda,
you know
tell
what
you
it
all
is,
you
about
know,
Hannah?
that.
you know what though? Brenda is also going to have an honorable mention
I
Yeah.
will
that
have an
we
honorable
that
mention.
I might know, but I'm not going to say.
hmm And if you don't know what her actual obvious favorite is, well, you'll just have to come
Just go
back
back
next
and listen
week.
to some old episodes
Or come back next week and we'll
or
tell
come back
you.
next week.
I I I think that, Mike, I'm going to fool you with my honorable mention because I do
Oh,
have two, and I know you know one, but I don't think you know the other one.
I know
Hmm.
two.
Is it some form of
I know
high?
you know my number one, but I don't think you know my twin number twos. I think you only know one of them.
Okay.
Hmm.
So let's
Is
see if
it
I
a
can guess it.
cupcake of some sort?
Whoops.
No.
We're not gonna ask for hints.
All right,
Not
fine.
until next week. But anyway, that's next week, people. And that
Mm-hmm.
wraps up our feature topic for this week. And that means it is now time for this day in Disney history. So Sophie, take it away, honey.
I have two bits of history. I have been getting such good history tidbits as of late. It's really hard to choose these things.
That's good. We like them.
Yes. Well, the first one takes place all the way back in 1888, where the city of Marceline, Missouri, the future boyhood home of Walt Disney, for those who didn't know, is incorporated. Located 6 miles south of US Highway 36 on Missouri Highway 5, the Disneys will arrive in Marceline in 1906 and stay for about 4 years.
Wow.
Nice.
hmm And
Cool.
then,
Nice.
and then the next one takes place a way long time later, almost 50 years later, if my math is right, which it almost
Almost
certainly
40.
isn't.
Almost
See,
40.
like I said, my math was almost certainly not right. Well, point is, Gordon Cooper, one of the original 7 U.S. astronauts, is born in Shawnee, Oklahoma. In 1963, he flew the longest space flight of the Mercury project and was the first American to sleep in orbit and the last American to launch alone into Earth orbit and conduct an entire solo orbital mission. 2 years later, Cooper flew as command pilot of Gemini 5 on an 8-day 120 orbit mission. From January 1973 to 75, he served as vice president for research and development of Epcot for Walter E. Disney Enterprises Incorporated, the
Hmm.
research and development subsidiary of Walt Disney Productions. Cooper was one of 3 astronauts who attended the grand opening of Space Mountain at Walt Disney World in 1975. When Disneyland started working on their version of Space Mountain, they called in Cooper as a creative consultant. 2 years later, he attended its grand opening with fellow Mercury astronauts.
Nice.
Awesome.
That is so cool. Good
Yes.
history,
Yeah.
Sophie.
Very
Thank
Love
good.
it.
you.
I love it.
Boy, a lot was going on in 1927, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Goodness.
All right,
All
then.
right. I
Uh-oh.
have a great character.
Dun, dun,
Mm-hmm.
dun. Time to stomp the stove. Not.
Not. This character is self-centered.
Continue.
Got a guess?
There are way too many characters.
Okay. This character is sheltered and lacks common sense.
Cusco.
Exactly.
Hey, she said him last week.
I did say him last week, and
You
then I
thought
was
you
like,
were going to fool her.
No, I
I said
didn't.
him last week, and then I was like, wait, have we done Cusco before? And then it just kept on coming up, and I'm like, okay, either Daddy is pulling duplicates or we have not done him. And my gut is saying Cusco, and dang it, Cusco.
There
Well,
you
you're
go.
right.
Yay.
Cusco. And actually, this is the first and only duplicate that I envision for a long time anyway. Because we did him July 12th, 2021.
I knew it.
But when you said Cusco and I said something to the effect of, I don't think I'll ever do Cusco, I'm like, you know what? Sophie keeps saying Cusco. I'm going to use Cusco. See how my mind works? And I had no expectations of you not getting it.
Okay, thank you for throwing the dog the bone.
I didn't, because you still
Yeah.
had to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm thinking at this point, I could have sworn I've said Cusco the last few weeks in a row, and I'm beginning to think if I just say the name often enough, eventually it will manifest
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what they
again.
say.
So, did you know? I know Sophie knew, but Brenda, did you know that Cusco is seemingly ambidextrous?
I did not know that.
He writes with his right hand as a human and with his left hand as a llama.
I had no idea.
Can llamas even hold pens?
No,
He
but
can.
they can in the Emperor's New Groove.
That's true.
And
Yep.
Cusco's name is derived from Cusco, the name of a city in Peru that was the capital of the Inca Empire. That's where he got his name. So there you go, Sophie.
Very
Cusco.
interesting. Great job,
Now,
Sophie.
now we'll both try to remember that we've used Cusco before.
I'm literally typing it in as Cusco, parentheses again.
Very good. Very good.
So that is my Stump the Stove.
Yay. Very good.
And that takes us to our final thing, which is a little bit of Walt.
A little bit of
So
Walt.
yeah, what's your
All
little bit of
right.
Walt?
Well, everyone needs deadlines, even the beavers. They loaf around all summer, but when they are faced with the winter deadline, they work like fury. If we didn't have deadlines, we'd stagnate.
Yep, it's very true.
Keeps us on our toes, keep us moving forward. We got
Yep,
deadlines, we got to go.
Keep moving
Right.
forward.
yep. Keep moving forward. Meet the Robinsons.
Walt Disney.
Yep.
Walt Disney, but also Meet the Robinsons.
Yep. Got to
Yeah.
keep moving along.
Yep.
All right.
Well, that, my friends, wraps us up. That is the end of this week. And next week, we'll be back with the best dessert
Ever.
anywhere, at any property, whatever we're calling the title, something like that.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be hard.
But I hope you all have a great week. I'm Mike.
Don't forget, Sophie. I'm sorry. Don't forget, Sophie. Cupcakes are not a dessert. They're a snack.
They're a sandwich. When you cut them in half and put the
That's
icing
right.
in the middle,
So
it becomes
hopefully
a
that'll make
sandwich.
it easier.
And Brenda, we really need to discuss your definition of what a cupcake is. I work in a
cupcake-
bakery. I know these things.
A cupcake is one of my favorite things in all the world. But when we're talking about like sit down meals, I think it's not a, well, of course, unless somebody has a cupcake as one of their desserts. And if so, I haven't had it.
All right. All right.
Well,
I will concede for a sit-down meal, you almost never find a cupcake.
unless it's
Yeah.
a birthday and they bring you a cupcake with all the things to
Right.
decorate.
You're
That's true.
right. You're
Yeah.
right. Okay.
I was
then.
just trying to help
I
make
will-
it easier on you.
It does make it easier on me because now I know that I need to think of it as something I would eat sitting down and not something I would get at the Riviera and take back to my room and savor over the course of a few days.
Yes, and share it with your Aunt Brenda because you're so sweet.
I am absolutely not sharing my hazelnut profiteroles with you.
But Sophie, that is a good dessert. If that's the best dessert, then that's the best dessert.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Well, we'll see what I choose next week, and we'll see what Aunt Brenda's honorable mention is. Because we all know that her favorite dessert is a carbohydrate and saturated lipid-based pudding.
Yes. But anyway, we're not going to give it away because someone may not know. So
Oh.
that will come next week. So until then, I'm Mike. She's Sophie. That's Brenda. He's Grogu, wanting to know when he's going to watch The Mandalorian.
I know. Calm down.
And we're on the road with Mickey. We hope you all have a great week. And we will see you
See
on
you
the
on
road.
the
You're on the road.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Grogu. She's going to watch it soon.
Oh.